Zoom, I'm repairing a live stream. So let me do this. Let me share my my screen so you can see it. And in this case, Stephanie, do you see my screen here that you'll see in this point, I'm repairing a live stream. What do you see, Stephanie?
I see everyone.
Right. So, you know, in this case, we can invite other speakers.
Yeah.
We can invite other people that are not part of this class. They can view this class on YouTube. It's part of then connection with you. Basically, through Zoom, I can record to and live stream. What's the advantage of that for businesses? Is this way, for instance, I could basically, if we wanted to do some webinars on technology, and Stephanie, what's your major?
Finance and management.
Right. So in this case, basically, we're thinking about finance and management, and we wanted to give some seminars on AI and management. We could have some people get credit for it in having it in Zoom, and we could give certificates, and others we could say, you know what, if you want to know about us, you can you can see us live on YouTube. We can have a channel on YouTube. And guess what, Stephanie, you'll be doing that in this class too. So you'll have your own YouTube channel and you'll be using Zoom, and then you can stream live to YouTube. And so I'm just telling you, whatever I'm doing, I say it is eating my dog food. Whatever I'm doing, you'll be doing as well. So you see that, David Smith, already, then you'll be getting those skills that you'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks, that you'll be setting up your own YouTube accounts and being able to stream, and think about ways in which this could be profitable for you, or this could give you a way to get closer to your customers. This is a way to be good for your brand, a number of different ways to do that. So what we've done already is we've recorded on Zoom. And how do you get the recordings? You'll see the recordings on Blackboard. So what we have together is something called an API. And now we got to figure out, we're going to have all these acronyms, right, Valeria? We're going to have all these acronyms, and we got to figure out what is an API. So what do we do as a class, as a whole, Valeria? If I say API and you don't know what an API is, what should you do?
Can I search on
Yeah,
the internet?
yeah. So yeah, that's what you should do in the class, right? You can search just as well as I can, right? So basically do that too, and everyone should be doing that, right? Alicia, you should be doing that too, is what is an API and who cares? So what did you find in this case? An API is application. What? What did you find?
I'm sorry, who are you asking?
I'm asking the whole class. Anyone find it?
So it's application programming interface.
Okay, and what does that mean? You have any idea?
It's a set of rules that lets two programs talk to each other.
Right. So what do we have in this case? If I think about it, in the application program interface, what do I have? I have Zoom. And what did you see? I live streamed to YouTube. So there must be then what? An application program interface that Zoom has to get to YouTube. And YouTube allows Zoom and YouTube basically coordinate together. What's the advantage? Both companies have to agree on that. And what's the advantage? Then it keeps people within Zoom. And then it also keeps YouTube populated as well. So it's good for both areas. Okay? So that's what we'll be doing in the class. And let's do this. Now I'm going to share my screen. And I want to go to Blackboard. And is a section J. And if I go to, everybody got into Zoom meetings, I understand. And when you got into Zoom meetings, basically, I have a different view than you do, but you see that this is our class. And up here it says what? In this case, Stephanie, it says what? Cloud recordings. So this is where the cloud recordings are of all our classes. So if you want to review them or for some reason you weren't able to come, that's available to you. Okay? And then the other thing here is what's important is you'll see announcements. Sometimes we'll put announcements here. You'll see here about the fall semester. I'm Dr. Rushnick. I'm a professor in business technology. And I just sometimes just go by Dr. Rush. It's easier for people to understand that. And I'm in business technology and health informatics. I work in the business school. I work with a number of businesses from the Fortune 500 to startups, mentoring them as they go through. And then I'm a graduate of Tel Aviv University and University of Texas at Austin, where I obtained my PhD, and I do a lot of speaking engagements. The next thing you'll see here is syllabus, and on the syllabus, you'll see the fall syllabus. And let me just go through that so you'll be able to know what's available there and what's happening. I say here it's tentative, subject to change. There may be some changes, but for the most part, it's what it says here. This class is remote. We meet starting at 5:05. Everybody needs to be here with their cameras available to them. Best way to get me is through my email. After this class, I have office hours. It's perfect for you. It's fresh in your mind. You don't have to go anywhere else. You can come in for here. Whenever you send me an email, make sure you put in the subject area BTE210 in the section, which is J. You need a laptop. This is the book we'll be using. I don't care how you buy it. What I suggest is you buy it the cheapest way. And this is the course description where we're really covering a number of technology issues, including AI. I'm going to be doing teleconferencing recording systems, something called AI vibe coding. And in this case, if I think about AI vibe coding, we got to figure out what is AI vibe coding. So Katie, what do you think vibe coding is? If you don't know, what do you think you should do? Katie? Just look it up, right?
Yeah,
So
look at
everybody look it up. Joseph, are you looking it up too, of vibe coding? And what we're able to do then? What did you find, Katie? Did you find something on vibe coding?
yeah.
What does it say?
It says to describe a coding approach where AI models are used to generate code based on natural language descriptions.
Okay, so now we got to figure out what the heck that means. A lot of times they give you definitions and it still doesn't mean any sense. What is it? How am I going to use it? So basically, have you ever heard of ChatGPT? Katie? Right. So ChatGPT, what's included in ChatGPT is what we call a large language model. They're models that are basically for predictions. And in those language models, you can ask ChatGPT a number of different questions, right? I'm sure you've used it a bit. Is that correct? Katie? Have you
Yeah.
used- Okay. So vibe coding is basically you ask ChatGPT or other programs to write the code for you. So if you want an application, let's say a human resource application, or you want a management application, you can ask basically AI to do the coding for you. That's what and where it's basically you're doing via prompts rather than coding languages. You got it? So a lot of times the specialist, if you're a finance major, you know, in finance or real estate, you know what you want, this can help. So we'll be looking at that. We'll be talking about software. We'll be looking at data analytics. And you can find a lot of the things on Blackboard. We'll go over it. Attendance. you're expected to attend every class. We'll be taking attendance. It'll be part of our grade. For excused absences, for illnesses, on religious observance, civic obligations, you need to contact me in advance. If it's for religious holidays, if you plan to miss any classes for any religious holidays this semester, you have to notify the instructor before the third class of the semester. Here's on arriving early, coming and going. The grade band, this course is a curve. Peer review, we're going to be doing projects with our teams, and will be broken down into teams, and what you'll be doing is you'll be grading each other, also everyone in the group, if they won't get the same grade. What else? Exam policies. We will be doing our exams in person. General participation, I'll call on people, plus you'll participate in the class. For disabilities accommodations for anyone, basically, you should send me documentation. For the exams, you will be taking anyone with extended time. You'll be taking it with me in the computer lab at the time of the regular session. I don't like sending my exams to the Office for Student Disabilities because I think it's better I'm in the class and I give you guidance. The class is recorded. We're recording it via Blackboard. We said in YouTube. Here are the weights. Everybody wants to know about grading. This is important too. Seems like most of our students, we will have 2 exams and they will be in person. So you see that, Joseph, even though we're meeting online, just make sure, and this is important, Gianna, is that you make sure you put in your calendar when is our classes. Our exams are not online, but they will be in person. The final project, each of those exams count for 20%. The final project is 25%. I'll give a number of assignments every week. Altogether, that is 25%. And you'll have quizzes, attendance, and participation. All of that is 10%. So if you're in between grades, that those quizzes and attendance and participation will help. You'll see this is the week by week. And you'll see that some of the holidays, you'll see here September 1st, we don't have class. And this is important. So you want to put this in your notes right now, is on October 8th, our exam 1 will be in person. It will be in the Jenkins School of Business, 204 in the computer lab. And we'll go over that as well. And the other exam, it's going to be important, is November 17th. So put November 17th as our exam 2. And then last day of class, we'll be presenting our group projects. Any questions? You can unmic yourself if you have any questions on that. Okay. So that is my course syllabus. And you can see there. So let me just go back to the content. So you see here's the fall syllabus. You'll see here signing up for Wiley Plus is what we have. And then you can have technical support if you're having any problems. You'll see what's going to be most important on the course syllabus is after the Zoom meetings is what's due. And one of the things, let me just turn this off, is what's due is you see the assignment, always go to the assignment of what's due. So you can see that next Wednesday, we have the readings of chapter 1 of the Wiley book, the adaptive assignments, some quizzes, and some readings. You'll see we have something called the audit assignment instruction. We'll do that next week where we'll have assignments that will create another section where you will all be teaching assistants, and we'll do that. You'll see the Wiley Reading Adaptive, and you'll see in the Wiley Reading Adaptive, here you have all your courses. And in this case, let me make this clear to you, Gabriella, is that use Chrome browser for Wiley. A lot of people, if you're using Safari or Firefox, sometimes you'll get error messages. So make sure that you use Chrome, and you can see the first chapter is from the book where it says Introduction to Information Systems. And here you can see the chapters of the book. So if I go to the first chapter here, 1.1, let's see if it works. You'll see here, why should I study information systems? Always the first chapter you can see here, they talk about the user and technology. It's kind of just generic and some case studies. But what's going to be important for each chapter is that you do the adaptive at the end, and it has like a little wrench here. Chapter 1 is the information adaptive series. You see in what's due, this is due next week. So if I go to information systems adaptive, if you click on it, then you can try and get what I suggest is the 14-day trial. If I open the assignment and I am the instructor, I can see here, I get a different view than you do. So if you think about it, Joseph, is I have a different view than you do. You would get the test questions. I get what we call a dashboard and see what everyone has done. Notice in this case, 11 people have signed up already, which is very good. Right before the class, they've already signed up 11 people. So we need everybody to sign up by this Wednesday to make sure that everybody's doing it. And it gives me the perspective to see as a dashboard who is succeeding, who is struggling, who's in progress. And then they give me, any dashboard gives them a view of that. And you can see here that I have one person that's completed it, and I see here that it's adaptive. So in this case, I can see, notice that's the content. Then I have students, and in the students here that I can see who has signed up, and I'm appreciative here. And notice, basically you can see, basically almost of extra credit, David Smith has completed it. This is a person that maybe you want to be in his group. I don't know, somebody conscientious. Congratulations, David. So in this case, it even tells him how quickly he's done it. It's complete, and then I get the way in which everyone has done it. Okay, so that is what we call then Wiley Plus. So when I look at Wiley Plus, you'll see here Wiley Reading plus Adaptive. If you have gotten the course pack, I'm going to find out how the course pack, the Wiley Plus, should have been included in the course pack. So hopefully I'm going to reach out tomorrow to make sure that we can get it. Otherwise, what I suggest for everybody is just do the 14-day trial. And David Smith, did you have to put in a credit card for the 14-day trial?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so that's great. That's even better. So who needs to put in their credit card if they don't need it, right? That I don't have to worry about it. And then you see here on that what's due section, you see here the what's due section here is the syllabus, the readings, adaptive, and quizzes for every week. And you see here on the quizzes, every week you'll have a quiz. And notice in the quiz, basically, you can see taking that quiz, you will have then 2 times to take it. I'm giving for the quizzes, the whole idea is that you understand the concepts. So it really should have you should have, I think, done very well, because I allow these quizzes to be open book, open notes, Chat GPT, whatever you want to do to be able to find the answers to those questions. So that'll be done each time. Here you have PowerPoints where you have the introduction to information systems. Here, in this case, you'll have all the chapters for everyone. This is good for review. You'll have some web links here, which I'll look for. Well, I'll be giving this, but I'll be telling you each week to do this. I have a different version than you do, but this is how it works. So if I go back to the syllabus and look at the syllabus, you'll see here that on the syllabus, you'll have the policies, all the weights, and the class schedule. Along with this, this is the key of what's due. And what's due here, this is important as well, is if you go to the library at the University of Miami, what you're able then to do is not only do you have research guides and you can see all your collections, but you're also able to get accounts if you find any of the guides. So if I look for New York Times, let's see if it gives it to us. Let me even just do this one. I'm just going to go to miami.edu/library. And if I end up looking at newspaper subscriptions, what would be interesting is, Lily, can you do me a favor on this and make sure that the link is this one? Do you see this, Lily Welsh?
Yeah, I'll put that in.
Put it in so we get directly to that. So change that on the assignments. And if you can do that for H and J, I'd appreciate it. So in
Sounds
this,
good.
so guides, so basically you can see their library.miami.edu newspapers, and you can see all of these by being associated with the university. We have free subscriptions. What I'd like you to do for your subscriptions is I'd like you to subscribe to the Financial Times Digital, the New York Times Digital, and the Wall Street Journal online. It'd be useful for every week to look at, not read the whole paper, but let's go to Wall Street Journal online. And in the one of the things, notice here, you have to sign in with your ID. So when you're signing in with then your ID, what is this for? What are they asking for this? Andy, why do I have to put in a code?
To like authenticate it with
Right, I have to authenticate that I'm the person that I want. And if you look at the Wall Street Journal, what I like to look at the Wall Street Journal is not to read the whole Wall Street Journal. You're welcome to do that too and see what's happening in the world. But what's important for me to look at tech, and especially look how they break down tech, Andy. They break down tech into topics: AI, biotech, cybersecurity, and personal technology. We're going to be going through all of these, including cybersecurity and personal technology, but also AI. And if you look at AI especially, I'd like now it's interesting when we were thinking about casinos here, gamblers now bet on AI models like horse races, everything is gambling. You can see then what is available now in the AI to get yourself familiar with that. And I'll be giving certain articles for you. You can read on your own, and sometimes I'll ask you if you're finding something of interest to you, but you can see that, you know, they're fighting now. There's no job supposedly, but now there's this talent war. If you know how to program with AI, they're offering you, you know, millions of dollars. They're fighting for the same things that you can see here that's available. And then you can also see, for instance, the Financial Times digital. And when the Financial Times comes up, the same thing is what I want you to do is tech. And I want you especially to look at artificial intelligence. You can look at tech, notice how they break it down. Also cybersecurity and social media. Financial Times is from Great Britain. And if you do this, you'll see, this is funny, you will have AI friends, character AI bets on campus. Campus is championship on chatbots. So you'll be able to see what's available there, and New York Times as well. Any questions? So if I go back to the content, you'll see there, these are two of the additional readings I'd like you to look at. IT departments are overloaded with busy work that can change AI, and also a video, in this case, from the FT, on the rise of AI agents. So basically they call it now, instead of generative AI, the new term is agentic AI. And we'll go into this, and it's basically bots that are going to basically help us with the drudgery of our work. Okay. And I'm going to stop sharing for now. So any questions up to now? And Robert Adam Furman, I don't see his face. I see a blank page. So let me introduce my two teaching assistants to you. I have Lily Walsh and Isa. Isa, are you still here?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Good. And Isa, both of these students were my students last semester. They excelled in the class. They really had a lot of initiative. And I requested that they be my teaching assistants, and I'm so happy that they said yes. So they will be a resource to you. So if in the chat, if you could, Lily and Isa, put how you want them to contact you, I guess through your email. Is that correct, Isa and Lily?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, that'd be best.
Okay, and Lily, just so you know, will be your grader for the class. So anytime, Stephanie, you do any assignments and you get a grade, Lily will be your grader for the class. On the exams, your open-ended questions, I'll be grading, but you know, your weekly assignments, Lily will be taking care of that. We also have my lead teaching assistant who's been with me for he took the 3 semesters, and he took about a year and a half. He took the class, and he's basically overseeing, he's been promoted to my lead. This past summer, I recommended that he get an award from the IT Audit Association, and he was able to get a $1,500 award based on just 5 students in all of South Florida. So that would be an issue. Any questions? So have you put that in the chat? And then I'll have you participate as well. In the beginning of next class, I'll ask a few of you if you want to volunteer to moderate our chat. This way, if there are any questions that I'm missing, either it can be answered in the chat as well. So let me share and let me do attendance. We're gonna end a bit early today. And stay with me if you have additional questions, but I do attendance. I'll be doing it randomly. It'll either be in the beginning, the middle, or the end. I'm doing it today at the end of the class. Let me share my screen and I'll show you how to do it. So if I go to basically go back in this case to my BTE and go to my, you'll see here, let me just shut this down and go to my courses. At this point, if I go to my courses at this point, and you can see that if I go to J section, and at this point you see attendance, and you see check-in, and then you can see here that I have listing of the current time. I have it basically, and I can check in, start checking. And this is the number. The code is 3155, and I'll have Lily put that in the chat as well. Lily, if you could be so kind and put that code 3155. And everybody get that? Ben, did you get that code? Did you put it in for attendance?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so you'll see that you got that code, and just so you see on the records here, you can see here, these are the records of my students on August 18th, and then you can have it. If you have any issues, you know, for that need excuses or something, we can do that. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Any questions?
What was the code?
It's in the chat. Did you see the chat?
I see it. Thank you.
And that'll always be there. Perfect, because some people miss it. Anything else? So just like I said, you know, that 14-day trial, a trial with me as well. So if this is the class, we will be active in a number of projects. If you like that, this is the class for you. If you don't like that and you just like to do readings and take tests, this is not the class for you. We're going to be trying new things. I'm going to be trying, I have academic relationships with a number of companies. I invite them in and we get basically to use their products, and we'll set that up. So Lily and Isa, do you want to say anything?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Feel free to text me or email me with anything. I have so many Quizlets from last semester. I just took this class as well as Lily. So I'm going to be here for you guys. Don't stress, don't panic. Professor's amazing. It's really flexible because you're online, but just, again, don't hesitate to reach.
Okay. And Lily?
Same for me too. Don't hesitate to reach out. If you're also confused with your major or wanting more guidance on private equity, credit, and investment banking, I have experience in interviewing for all of those as well. So just feel free to email me about that, and about the class as well, especially since I'll be the one in charge of grading.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And I welcome you all, and I'm looking forward to a fun semester and really basically exploring all of this. That my whole opinion of AI is that I want the human to be in the middle still. I want us to count. So I want it to be benevolent and useful for us. Okay. So stay with me if you have questions. Otherwise, I'll see you on Wednesday. And if I don't see you on Wednesday, I wish you a good week and a good semester anyways. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you.
And stay with me if you have questions. Okay. So, Robert, we okay? We have any questions?
I'm wondering, where do I go to take attendance?
Pardon?
Where do I go to take my attendance?
You want to help him, Lily?
So go to the class section on Blackboard, like the course on Blackboard, and off to the left there should be, it's just below syllabus on the
Okay, I got it. Thank you very
links
much.
to the attendance. And then
But
the
see if
code
you
is
can
in
go
the
in.
chat. Yeah.
See if it's.
If not, it's okay. I can mark that you were here. But it's still open
I got
now,
it.
so
I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
And I can find where to put attendance, but for some reason it's not working. It's just saying like resource unavailable. So
okay, I'll mark you present for
Great. Yeah.
right now.
Are you using Chrome?
I'm on my phone doing
So
it.
sometimes it's an issue with the phone.
Okay.
But anyways, try.
Next time I'll try with like.
Yeah, try bringing your computer too.
Okay, great. Thank
We're
you.
doing- Okay, great.
Bye.
Okay, so let me stop recording and make sure, remind me at the end when we have student asking questions that we turn off the recording, because a lot of times people don't need to hear. I couldn't get into where's the attendance, and then they also talk about personal things that sometimes I forget when we're recording.
As a host, could I just turn off the recording?
Yes, you can. I think so. Are you the host? Did I make you the host?
No, you've not.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
see.
I was
here.
gonna ask about that. Like as like a co-host.
Yeah,
could
so
turn
what I
off?
can do is I can make you a co-host. Remind me in
Okay.
the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, now see if you can go to YouTube and you can shut it off. See YouTube on the top? I can stop it, but I'm wondering if you can stop it.
No, I can't. I can't stop it.